Good evening. I have a real treat for you tonight. I've come down to Katu and we're going to take a look at a market area down here where the locals and a lot of expats use. At the traffic lights there, if you turn right, Patong is just over the hill, so you're literally 10 minutes away from Patong. Now, the beauty of Katu is you're very close to Patong, but you don't have the prices that you would have in Patong. So accommodation is a little bit cheaper here. Food is going to be a little bit better value. So let's take a look around. And we're going to make our way down towards the main part of the market, and then we'll walk back past all these little stalls because there's some cracking variety when it comes to food. You can see a lot of Thai food here. So if you're coming to Thailand to sample Thai food, then this is a market that you need to explore. Sawasdee krab. So the main part of this market is just here, just in front of the traffic lights. So very easy to find. You can see it's extremely busy because this is a very popular area for local people and expats, of course, and now tourists. Because of the slightly reduced prices here for accommodation, you're going to find some real bargains in the Katu area. And of course, there's loads of facilities here. Nice barbecued fish there. We've got the prices just above there. Shadow loves that fish. We're going to have something to eat here at the market. I haven't eaten at this market before. Where are we going, Nat? Nat? Come on, stop looking at the food. Go on. Waffle. Yeah, I've seen some nice waffles up there, some chocolate ones. While I was waiting for you to arrive.
Original waffles?
Yeah, I've seen some chocolate ones as well, so we might sample them. If you want the originals, you can. So very much a typical market. You've got a lot of fresh food, fruit and vegetables, etc. that you can buy. So if you're staying local and you want to get something for a snack, or if you've got cooking facilities, you can come to this market and get fresh ingredients. But the market also contains a lot of cooked food. For example, Pad Thai.
Pad Thai, yes.
Sawasdee krab.
Sawasdee krab.
Oh, that smells good. Very good. Oh, Nat looks like she's bumped into somebody she knows. Can't go any. Sawasdee krab. Oh God, that's a long way. So as I say, you have got cooked food as well as fresh food. So that is, I'm trying to think of the word for that. That's that spicy minced meat salad that I like. What? You superstar, eh? And on top of all the food, you can see yourself, there's a small area of clothing, just general clothing, I think. But of course, it's not going to be too expensive because we're not in Patong itself. We're just on the edge, as I've said. Patong is very accessible from Katu. 10 minutes on a motorbike, in a car, depending on traffic, of course. So this area is becoming more and more popular with tourists because of the fact it's very close to Patong without the extreme prices. Not actually been in here before. A few bags, hats are always good, some bags, caps, etc. More clothing as we work our way up. T-shirts and shorts. See a few prices on items, which is always good. That way you know you're paying the correct price, because sometimes the Thais have been known obviously when they're dealing with foreigners, to charge a little bit more because the prices are not always on the goods. And if you look like you've got money to spend, that's what I'm going to say. Anyway, if you look like you've got money to spend, sometimes you can pay a little bit more than, say, a local person. So you do have to be careful with that. But I like markets that actually have prices on the goods, and then you know you're paying the same price as everybody else. So a little bit of a mixture. You have got fresh ingredients over the back, obviously fresh fish, fresh meats, etc. You've got all your spices, your curry pastes, all your little ingredients, your nuts, your chilies, garlic, your shallots, onions, pepper powders, everything you can think of you're going to be able to get here. Massive choice. And of course you've got at the front of the market all the cooked ingredients. So if you just come in and you want some food cooked already, you don't want to cook it yourself, you've got the choice of that. So a really nice mixture here. And of course, as I've mentioned and as you've seen, a small amount of clothing depending on what you require. And you certainly can't come to Thailand and not try out the markets, because the markets are definitely the backbone of Thailand. Lots of curries there. All the different eggs. Right, we've taken a look at the fresh ingredients. Let's now go and see what we can find to eat, and let's see the costs as well. So I've made my way to the front of the market now, and this is where you're going to find all the cooked stuff if you want to eat and run, so to speak. And from the edge of the market we're going to walk back down in towards Katu. Now Katu is quite a large area, and over the coming weeks and months we're going to be discovering Katu. Oh, those are lovely. What are those called, Nat? And they're
have the pepper. And,
yeah, they've got pepper on them.
Yeah, and then sweet things.
Sweet and the sweet ones, and then they've got pepper ones, and they are absolutely delicious. Yeah, I might get some. Can I have the pepper ones? Yeah, I'll have a packet of them while we're here. Take home.
One or two?
Just one. How much are they? 20 baht. Okay, two. Here, I'll have two because they're cheap. They're not expensive, and they will make a great snack with a cup of tea or a coffee. They're really nice. So you've got the more savoury ones, and you've got the sweet ones, depending on your taste. Right, let's carry on. These are Thai desserts. Now, what's this called? That one's nice, that one is. They're like a tapioca, aren't they?
Yes, and you have before.
Yeah, and what are they called in Thai? She can't remember. Come on, well, what are they called? That's the lady.
Kathu.
Saku. Okay, that's the green one I really like. I haven't tried them all, I'll be honest with you, but the green one's really nice. Couldn't think her. And these are a Thai dessert, these green. They look like noodles, but they're not noodle, are they?
Oh, pandan.
The pandan. Yeah, that pandan.
This
And then
lechon.
the red one is
I think from the late when we drink it.
the roselle juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. They look like raspberry, but they don't taste like raspberry at all.
What do you want?
Okay, no, I'm just having a look. I'm just looking at the moment. Now this particular market and market stalls running down the main road doesn't seem to have too much Falang food, but has a lot of Thai food. So that's something different. If you're not really looking for foreign food, and after all we are in Thailand, when in a foreign country try to eat and sample the food Thai food, very delicious. But there is a lot of Thai food here, which I like to see, to be honest. You can see duck there. And the noodles. Busy. Busy with people coming home from work to get dinner. It's just coming up or just gone, 6 o'clock in the evening. Chicken there, roast chicken. Oh, that looks nice. Chopped up with a nice spicy sauce. How much is the chicken now?
อันนี้ตัวเท่าไหร่จ๊ะตัว230ค่ะราคาเดียวเลย230
230 for the whole chicken.
120 and then for half 120
120. Okay, there you go. There's the prices. So obviously a whole chicken is going to feed 2 or 3 people depending on how hungry you are. So if there's a family of you, you come in with the kids or whatever the case may be, you're going to be able to shop quite cheaply. Oh, I like those as well, but they're not a dessert. I can't think of the name. They've got Nat's wandering off there. Look, she's not watching me, and she's just wandering off. Nat, I have to call her back. I can't remember the name of these, but these are really nice. What are these called, Nat?
These are saku ไส้หมูใช่ไหมไส้ถั่ว These are saku for bean.
Oh, they've got bean inside.
Yeah.
And the purple one? What's
These
inside?
are from the flower. I think butterfly flower.
The butterfly flower.
Right?
Yeah.
When I make some drink.
The drink, yeah, the butterfly drink. Oh, so
and then with bean also.
got bean as well in there. Okay, but these are really nice. A savoury thing, they're definitely a savoury thing. And you have it with fried garlic on the top, and normally lettuce at the bottom, and a couple of chilies if you want to eat the chilies. They don't put the chilies chopped up in there, they're whole. The way Nat eats them, she just bites into them. Catfish by the looks of it. Yeah, catfish curry. Yeah, I know. That looks spicy. With all the chilies. Fish balls. Nat likes those. And then hot dog, the red hot dog sausages. I'm not so keen on those myself. Lots of fish. Lots and lots of fish available. Pig's tail. Actually, that's a good price. That's not too bad. And a lot of the markets, that's really expensive, sorry. When it says 70, is that per large? Oh, okay, so that's the whole tower, is it?
This for same right?
Oh, okay.
One like 70 baht.
Okay, we'll have one of those.
I don't eat it.
Well, I'll eat it. It's pork in it.
Yeah, pork, but this towel.
Tail.
Yeah. Do you tell?
Okay, let's have a small one then, because I haven't had one before. If you don't eat it, then we'll just have a small one. Because I haven't tried it before, pig's tail. I'm sure it'll just taste like pork, but...
Pork.
And what's that?
Pork garlic.
Garlic pork. Yeah, I'm not overly keen when it's covered in garlic. Sometimes they get carried away a little bit with the garlic. I do like garlic, but sometimes the Thais have an habit of putting way too much. The same as the chilies. But I want to try one of these because I've seen them at quite a lot of markets, to be honest. But I've never actually tried one because they're normally quite expensive, I'll be honest with you. So she's going to chop that up. That chopped up. We'll have a try of that. Sorry, Cab. I've been wanting to try this. Okay, so I'm going to improvise. We're going to just stand here by the market, and there is the pig's tail. It does have a bone running through it, so I'm going to try it. Let's have a... Oh! Just tastes like roasted pork. Why you don't like it? It's nice. Crunchy. Oh, actually, that's really good. Just tastes like roast pork. With crackling. I'm liking that. Looks like I've convinced Nat to try it. She said she didn't like it. It's just pork. Crackling. Yeah? Nice. What's not to like? Right, Nat's going to save that for a little bit. We're going to carry on. I was expecting it to have some weird taste because Nat said she's not keen on it. And I thought, well, when I first tried it, it just tasted like pork. Swaddy Kap. Another pork dish there. Lots of pork available. 10 baht a stick. Absolute bargain. Swaddy Kap. More and more pork. Mind you, I've got some pork, so I might have some chicken. What are you having, Nat? We don't know. Too much choice. Big fish. So, if you're unsure of an area to stay in here in Phuket, you want to be close to Patong, but not actually in Patong, then Katu could be that perfect place because you've got all the amenities you could need, including a good market, lots of restaurants around here and bars, etc. As I say, we will be exploring a lot more of this area in the coming weeks and months. Logan juice, that's another favourite of mine. Swaddy Kap. That's where the chocolate waffles are, Nat. On this stall, I happened to notice them earlier when I was walking down. She got some chocolate ones, or maybe it was further up. I'm sure it was this one. Yeah, they have waffle, but there was one of them got chocolate ones. They smelled lovely. I don't know which one it is. That's carrot. Yeah, no chocolate there. Okay, we can always come back if I've been mistaken, but I'm sure up here somewhere there's one selling chocolate. I'm sure I saw a chocolate one earlier on. Lots and lots and lots of curries. All different ones. And if you're worried about eating off the market, this type of food, Nat eats this regularly and she's very rarely ill, I'll be honest with you, when eating off it, because most of this food is prepared, cooked and sold on the same day. So the Thais are quite particular when it comes to food hygiene. They do pride themselves because a lot of people eat on the streets here. And these are lovely as well. Sweet potato balls. These are like a dessert covered in sugar. They're a bit sweet, but they are nice. But some of the best food you will eat, and I've said this before, you will find on the street markets or on the street from the street vendors. Because just remember, sometimes in some of the restaurants, you can't see the people cooking the food. So you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But here, you can see just over there, the food being cooked. So you know it's fresh. And a little tip for you, if you're going to eat street food and you're a little bit unsure, just make sure when you buy the food, it's hot. It's just been cooked. Is that it? Okay, we're at the end of it, so we've done it all. Okay, so give us 5 minutes. We're going to have a look and find some more food to eat. So I'm going to try one of these shakes. I've not had one before. What are they called, Nat? Peepal. Okay. Okay, let's try one of those. Not had one of them before. A little bit of sugar going in there. Syrup. Water, by the looks of it. Is that water? No, I'm not quite sure. Got the jellies to go in there as well. Don't know what else you're going to put in there. Some ice, I guess. Okay, so we've just bought some waffles. We've had a banana one, blackcurrant one, and the lady is doing a chocolate one. I thought sure I'd seen some chocolate ones, but she sold out of the chocolate one. So we just got to wait 5 minutes and then we can have a chocolate one. Nat diving in the bag straight away and eating one of the coconut things that she's bought. Is it good? Yeah. Good? Okay. Okay? Yeah, not hot. Oh, well, you should have. Yeah, I know that's a coconut one. And there is my drink. So, let's give this a whirl because I've not tried this one before. Filled up right to the brim. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's lovely. What's that taste like now? It does remind me of something from when I was a kid. I was going to say Vimto, but not quite Vimto, but that type of flavour. It's like a fruity flavour. That's nice. Oh, we definitely haven't been having one of these again, that's for sure. Try that. Wasn't what I was expecting. It's fruity flavour with the milk, yeah. Good, huh? It looks like Nat's going to have some noodle. It smells good. You can see the steam coming off that one, so that's just come freshly out the wok. Which one are you having, Nat? That one. What's that one? Pork? No? Fish ball. Oh, okay. Fish ball noodle. Now that shake that I've just had was 30 baht. And that's noodle that she's just bought there was 25 baht. So you can't go wrong at that sort of value. We'll have a look at that in a sec when we find somewhere where we can start and eat the food, because I'm starving. So we've just shuffled up by the side of the opticians here, and there's a few tables because just behind here is another fresh market. I don't know which days that one's on, but it's a separate one to the one down there. But it's just handy because they've got a table here. Huh? Yeah, please. I want to try the tail with the dip, if you can just open the bag. So we've got the waffles, got my pork tail, Nat's got some noodle, and I've got those savoury crisp things for tomorrow. That'll go well with a drink. But I want to try. Oh, this is just roast pork with crackling. Absolutely delicious. If I'd have known, I'd have had the large one. But because Nat said she wasn't very keen on it, I thought maybe it doesn't taste like pork or something. Oh, that dip's nice. Smoky flavour. Lovely. Trying to work out which is crackling, which is meat, and which is bone, because there is a bone. So I've got a very small tip here. That's the tip of the dough. What's your noodles like now? Same pad to you. Now I'm not going to be trying Nat's noodle because I'm not over keen on fish balls. As you know, if you follow my channel, I don't eat that much fish. I am getting better, but fish balls, no, I'm not overly keen. Verdict out of 10. Out of 10, how many? 5, 6, how many would you say? How good is it?
4.
4. Oh, not that good. 4's low.
4 low.
10 high. 10 good. 4 not good.
7.
7? Okay, that's not too bad then. So we got a 7 on the noodle. I would rate the tail as about an 8 because it tastes really nice. Just got to watch that. And this, I'd give 9.5. That is lovely. Definitely got a Vimto flavour in there. Very, very nice indeed. So, how much have we spent? Nat's noodle? 25. My shake, 30 baht. How much were the waffles?
60 baht for all.
60 baht for all. Okay, so That was 60 baht, yeah. Yeah. So that's how much we've spent on tonight's food. We're on to the chocolate waffles now. You can see there, absolutely filled with chocolate. Oh. That's a 9. That's very good. Do you want to try that now? You sure? I'll save it for you after your noodle. No? You don't want? Okay. I'll definitely eat it then. Oh, okay. Those are excellent. Really good. Well, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's video. Stay tuned for more from this area. If you haven't already subscribed, then as always, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button if you've enjoyed this evening's video. I have to say the pig's tail is well worth trying. It's really nice. It's like eating roast pork. And with the dip, just gives it that spicy, smoky flavour. So definitely worth trying on that. And I guess I will see you very soon. Now I'm going to enjoy my waffles. Talk to you guys.